Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, draw back again with students challenge the teacher. And today they have asked me to draw a waterfall. All right, so I'm using a picture that kind of reminds me of Niagara Falls. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a straight platform over here and a platform over here. They don't have to be exactly the same. And we're going to make this kind of like a ridge, okay? And then we're going to make some lines coming down from this ridge. And over here, this doesn't have to have the same shape as that. It could just be one platform. And we'll make some lines coming down from that too. Now over here, we can imagine that maybe this is just a rocky wall. And back here, we've got mountains that grow. So we did mountains before, like a shaky line, and then you can make these lines kind of come across. All right, and then some slopes. We'll go back with our blender later and kind of make those mountains look a little bit more rugged. Some scribbles back there. You could even go as far as to add some clouds up there, right? These are all things that we did in the 1, 2, 3 draw challenge. So we've got the idea of this is where the waterfall is going to happen. So Niagara Falls has waterfalls on both sides. So up here would be the water. So to represent water, we're going to color darker in the back, stay side to side, and then we'll get a little lighter up front. Then we're going to go and make this part look like it's billowing over. So it's got a little bit of a curve when it comes around, and then it goes straight. Now, right here on this edge of the water, we're going to just draw lines like it's going behind this line. And then we're going to continue with these lines going straight down. And I think you could draw 1,000 of them, really. Kind of give it that look that this is thousands and thousands of gallons of water. All right, so we've got our waterfall going there. Now let's get the waterfall going here. And remember, this is water. It's coming from someplace, and it's rushing forward, and then it's falling over. All right, and then it's going to straighten out pretty well. So you can have a curve here. And this could go right down. Now, some parts of the falls are not completely covered with water. So I am going to make this section not have water. I'm going to make that look like rock. And down here, I want it to really look like the water is turbulent. So this is going to be water below, but I am going to really mess this part up like it's the steam and the mist and the splashes and all that stuff, because that's really what happens at the bottom of a waterfall, especially one the size of Niagara. So bring that down, and then I'm going to feel like this is part of the rock and this is part of the rock. So we've got to make this look like a rock wall. So a rock wall would have cracks. You might have a plateau up there, and maybe even have like areas that if you could walk down like a slope, you might be able to. I know that some areas of Niagara on the U.S. side, you can actually walk behind the falls. I did that a few years back with my family, and wow, it was really a fun family vacation that was not very expensive because we did some camping too, which made it even more interesting. There's a lot of history at Niagara, going back to the Native American Indian days where this was their land. All right, so now I'm still kind of making this look like a rock wall back there, and this should be a rock wall as well, so I'm going to kind of put some cracks and crevices in there, and I feel like I'm there. I feel like this could actually be Niagara Falls. I make this extra messy and scratchy and dark looking. Get my blender over there, and just like that, I feel like we can say that Niagara Falls, or this imaginary waterfall, is established. You can keep adding more details and blending more lines in and making this look just the way you want it to look. Now the water below would be whiter, so I think I'm going to lighten it up a little bit with some eraser so it doesn't look too blended out. Okay, tune back for tomorrow and see what the kids are going to challenge me with tomorrow. Best wishes.